I've apparently muted my OBS. Good start. Alright, considering we seem to be a little behind, let's get going, shall we? So, 3, 2... Oh, wait. 3, 2, 1, start. So, hello everyone, my name is FroobMcGuffin. This is a fan game of I Wanna Be The Guy, so if this looks familiar to, obviously, I Wanna Be The Guy, now you know why. That's a trap. You'll see a few of those. They're annoying. This is I Wanna Be Friends. This is by Mr. Wonderful. As his name implies, he is wonderful, and he has wonderful taste in music as well. That was actually an intentional death to restart this, even though I could have just hit the restart key, so I can get a better cycle for this room. I'm a little worried about this, not gonna lie. There's a few nasty bits in this run that I'm not too great at, and I'm having a bad day. So, yeah, there's a trap there. That's why you saw me jump at the end there. If I didn't jump, then I was gonna be dead. Just like I Want to Be The Guy, everything kills you. You don't want to touch anything. But there's not too many shots at the start. There will be shots. I just missed that cycle, I'm away. Nice. Unlike most I Want to Be The Guy games, we are currently locked with only having a singular jump. Going down this way because there's actually a trap if you go the other way. These blue switches we have to actually physically touch. We're not allowed to actually just shoot them. Why? I was safe. I panicked. But I don't usually run fan games. I really wanted to run, and I had plans for it to run binary domain for the shots fired, but unfortunately my PC has been broken for a while, and I can't speedrun on it. So I tried to run it on PS3, and it keeps hardlocking my PS3. So, yeah, I had to figure out something. And I've got a few friends in the fan game community who, they run a few things. I got one friend who runs this, and he wanted to submit something else, but he couldn't get it done in time because it was like a really brand new release. I hate you, Big Kid. This is Big Kid. He's our first boss. Here's where our shots start getting fired, as the name implies. As you can see, he fires out bullets basically based on our trajectory and where we are, so... okay. I hate this boss with a passion. I should mention, I actually really hate this boss. When we get it to this HP, he starts firing the apples from the ceiling instead. Makes it a little easier, but you can get a little screwed over by RNG, so we're just gonna have to be a little careful. But this is actually the boss I'm worried about the most in this run. There are 3 bosses. Nice! Oh, you have no idea how good that feels. So as you can see, we now have double jump. So much like a true staple of a fan game, or I Want to Be The Guy, we can now actually double jump, which is fantastic. But because this is a fan game, it has very different production values to I Want to Be The Guy, as you can see. As you can hear, there's kind of licensed music in this, for instance. I forgot that cycle was pretty bad there. Never mind. So now that we've got double jump, we can actually access the second area of the game. So we're going to go and do that. I am blind apparently, that's good. That's a great start. Even though this spike is shaking, it's not actually a trap. You'd think it would be, but it's not. Decide if I want to do this safely. I'm going to wait and do a good cycle here. Sweet. So that's most of the danger gone. Heading to Area 2 in a second, which is just up here. There's not much to say about this area so far. This game basically has a lot of the staples of fan games, where you have, like, obviously Needle, which is basically jumping between spike platforms and stuff like that, like we're doing here. There'll be Avoidance later, which is, like, against the boss, but against, like, a time limit you have to hold out for, and also, as you've seen, like, a boss that we have to shoot against. And puzzles! Everybody loves puzzles. In this area, we have these blocks that we can push. We're going to start with this one, because this one is one of the biggest pain in the backsides one. For this one, because we have to for the next one. And then we want the one at the top. Unfortunately, as you can see, these stages are actually quite long. If I was to die at any point, and fingers crossed I don't, we would have to restart this from the start, or from the last save point, so we are gonna try our best not to let that happen. Nice. Basically, the short story of this is that we are the kid, whoops, and we're off to go and see the princess in the royal king's abode. And to get there, we need to go and get the key. We earned ourselves some nice new shoes on that. I'm going the way that I go to go backwards. That's a mistake. I screwed up. Hang on. I fooled myself there, that's why. There we go. Now we do this. Actually, I was wrong. There's 4 bosses, but there's only 3 bosses we're shooting. So technically, I wasn't lying. So the button that we want to get into the boss area is at the top here. It's this blue one. So I'm just going to use this. Get down. I'll just do that for safety. And it's the second boss. It's the Colonel from K3, except it's really not. And he's trying to Excellent. So unfortunately, that was a bad pattern to have at the start here because we need this block that only spawns after he fires the giant fruit. And he fired it right at us on the platform where he was under. So we obviously had to wait until... You are really giving me a bad pattern. This is not a hard boss in the slightest. That is hopefully on the right bit a lot. Am I... He's giving me a really bad set of attacks, unfortunately, but never mind. But enjoy the hype music. He's dead now. And we got the key to the King's Abode. So, now we have to go backwards. Unfortunately, we do have to go the long way, and this is probably one of the nastiest saves, even though it doesn't seem like it. We have to go back about 2 screens before we get to a save point, and we have to go through kind of narrow jumps like this. Can very easily mess us up, and we're good. Okay, that was one of the actual nasty saves that I was actually genuinely worried about. But basically, I kind of did this as a last-minute replacement. I wanted to run because last Shots Fired I ran Yakuza Dead Souls, and I wanted to run a different Yakuza spin-off called Yakuza Ishin. Unfortunately, that run turned out to be 6.5 hours long. Not great. That trap's still there, by the way. I hope you didn't forget the 3 spikes here. Like I have a few times. The Royal King's Abode. So now we have the key to the door. And we're just going to enter. This is one of the screens that I am most fearful of in this run. It's very awful. We basically have to get this middle switch first, which makes these spikes up here go up and down. Good music again, by the way. A staple of Mr. Wonderful's games. Grab this switch. Nice. Unfortunately, switch positions aren't saved if you hit a save block after them. Nice. That's going to happen a few times, by the way. So unfortunately I can't hit these switches and then save, unfortunately. I would still have to do all these jumps again. It's giving you more chance to, you know, appreciate the music, that's it. Okay, so basically the double jump mechanics work in that you can jump off a ledge and then you have a jump in midair. If you walk off of the ledge, you won't have a double jump. So if I was to walk off this ledge, for example, I only have a single jump. So any time that you see me fail a double jump is probably because I've walked off the ledge by accident. That happens a little too often, unfortunately. I actually thought that happened there, but never mind. That's good. This is an annoying one, so you have to kind of time it to land on there, and then wait, because this one actually comes back there. That's, again, one of the hardest rooms done, so I'm actually very happy about that. This one looks kind of imposing, but it's not. Apart from that, which I forget every single run, like literally every single run, there's a trigger between those spikes that basically make it so obviously the bottom spikes change, and then you just go off it. Push this one down, you don't even need the other block. Nice. That hole says danger in it, that's because there is danger. You will die. So that one you have to kind of do a semicircle to get around. We'll have to do that to go back as well. Oops, I'm going crazy this time, apparently. Come on. isn't that hard of a jump. It's not as hard as I'm making it out to be, let's just put it that way. Really? Hey, there we go. I just have to go back now. It's a lot easier to go back. A little careful here. Okay. I hate this room for one reason and one reason alone. These green things on the wall are vines. They work a little differently than you'd imagine they do. You kind of have to hold the jump button, and if you want to like jump less, you kind of have to let go of it. They feel really counterintuitive at first, and I actually hate vines like with a metric passion. So this just qualifies easily as like my most hated room in this. Second. Nice, there we go. Boss number 3. We aren't the king! So, this guy, he can be nice, he can be nasty. Hopefully he's nice. I've never heard this music before. It's never been in a video game. It's amazingly composed. It really should be in a really popular video game series. He's mobbing his purple group bounce. I can only assume it's from his own body, but that's a little weird. Shots fired. Let's see if we can get the quick cycle here. And we can. And we found the princess.
I got you, so I'm okay. It's a lovely garden and I wanna stay. Nothing out there anyway.
Did I mention that this game gets kind of dark?
People come, people go. What they're thinking, I won't ever know. Doesn't matter, I'm not in pain anyway. How lucky to be so unusually free. You and me under the apple tree. You and me under the apple tree. You and me, you and me.
Time to go to hell. So hell is pretty much the hardest set of platforming. I got that first time, nice. Pretty much the hardest set of platforms in the game. I'd say the easiest boss, but definitely the hardest set of platforms. Like, as you can see, the spike level has gone way up. There's a few very tricky jumps, especially with this room, and a couple of the next ones. I'm definitely gonna mess up a few times. Oops. I had all the time in the world to react there, and I didn't. Nice. Okay, so this jump is actually a little... Not like that. It's a little harder to tell than most of the jumps. You don't need to do it at full, because if you do like a full jump into that, you actually like hit the first big one. Nice. It's very finicky. You have to hit it just the right amount. Whoops. Whoops. Hey, there we go. Right, now don't mess up rest. Ooh, nice. That was the jump I was very afraid of. Okay, so in this room, there's a little bit of a quick strat here. I'll try it. I'll give it one more try. Because I'm going to mess the rest of this up a few times if I don't get it anyway. Just do it normally. You have a very short window to be able to, like, do a short hop when you actually go under there, but you have more momentum if you do it from here. Whereas if you do it from the left-hand side, you don't have as much momentum, so you're not falling as fast. Dude. Okay. Hey, note to self, single jump there. Nice. Oh, wow. Usually doesn't take me this long to get through, I do apologize. Funnily enough, I have uploaded one of these to YouTube and haven't gotten hit by copyright, I don't think. Cough? Maybe? I'll get back to you on that one. I definitely didn't get Twitch muted, which was interesting. Oh, come on, dude. This is ridiculous. I'd definitely say that this is the hardest screen of hell. There's one more after this, and then there's the final boss, which I'd like to get to at some point tonight. Nice, okay. Hey, let's not mess this up, yeah? Okay, good job. Nice. Okay. That block on the right is fake. And this jump is horrible. Nice! I'm so happy I got that first time. Like, you have no idea. So this looks like a very, very horrible piece of platform, and it kind of is, but it's not too bad. Apologize for the keyboard spamming around here, because I'm going to be hitting quite a few buttons if this doesn't go right. Ah, almost. The end jump is a little precise. It's not too bad. You kind of have to be right at the edge of this. So you kind of have to line it up a little bit. If you go too far to the right, you can just hit the other spike. You have to kind of like have enough height to be able to get over it, but obviously not be under this deep angle there. Oh, I lied. There is another screen after this one. I just realised. Nice, thank you. Alright, last screen for hell, and then there's a final boss after that. This one actually looks horrible, but it's actually not as bad as the one 2 screens before this. So I'm just, I was gonna say take time, but that didn't happen. Ooh. Okay. There's a nice, easy setup there. Nice. And say hello to the final boss! Yeah, it's good. He's the gatekeeper of hell. So for the first phase here, we have to shoot these walls back in while he's creating spikes below us and shooting at us. Oh heck. Should have seen that coming. Should have gone to the left. Yeah, that was completely my fault. But basically, where he shoots and where the, obviously where the projectiles come from is completely random. But you can tell when the spike's going to come down because they're obviously the things he's shooting out of his mouth. Why would I do that? It's like, oh hey, a spike's coming. I'll just jump into that. That's fine. I'll wait. This is getting out of hand now, Kermit. That would have killed me if that hadn't disappeared. Oh, I walked into that like an idiot again. Huh. I was just trying to make up for the fact that I somehow survived that attack. Stop dying, dude. Yeah, I've never heard this song in any other like piece of literature or movie before. I just messed that up again. Yeah, there's basically a whole bunch of fan games based on I Want to Be the Guy. There's like a massive community around them as well. Oh my god. Okay, good. Thank you. Too many balls, Kermit. Too many balls. They also hit you on the way back, apparently. Yeah, famous songs in literature. I was wondering why I said literature as well. Okay, I don't like this. Right, thank you. Right. Let's try again. Oh my god. I have never, ever had this many problems with Kermit. Kermit is obviously the gatekeeper. He decides if your run lives or dies. Oh my goodness. There's 3 phases to this fight. I'll get to the last phase, I promise. I have messed up here. Okay, these spikes are getting too much now. I do apologise, I set a big estimate in case something bad happened, and yeah, something bad is happening. Yep. This is why I don't speedrun fan games on a regular basis. I am not dead somehow? Okay. Sure. Final phase. Avoidance phase. Easiest phase ever. Get out of here, Kermit. He's dead. Collect some horns. I don't know why. That's time. Watch the ending. It's only about 20 seconds long. It's great. We found the princess. Enjoy this.
1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me that you love me more. Sleepless, long nights, eyes with my youth was for. Oh, teenage hopes are lied at your door. Left you
That's I Want to Be Friends. I'll be back on Friday with a fan game that's much easier to run called I Want to Become the Vegetable, where I shoot concrete for about 5 minutes. Hope you enjoy the rest of Shots Fired.
now, I can't tell you apart. Cozy and cold. Put the horse before the cart. Those teenage hopes who I'm teasing their lies. Too scared to run up to one little lie. Oh, you're changing too hard. Oh, you know who you are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. Money can't buy you back the love that you had then.